It's just us now. You and me. And I need you to listen to me. You couldn't have saved them. There is nothing you could have done. You couldn't have known.
The birds. The way they took to the sky. I should have sensed it.
No. This isn't your fault.
I should have taken him with me. Kahim. Vito. I failed, Michael. I failed then.
I know it feels that way. But you didn't. You didn't fail them. And I won't fail you. Now or ever, I am with you. The entire crew is with you. We're gonna do everything in our power to make sure you make it back safely. But I need you to trust me right now.
Welcome to Deep Space Pride, a gay Star Trek podcast. I am one of your hosts, Johnson Lee, and with me is my co-host, Mike Thurlow. Mike, how are you this fine Thursday late evening?
Yes, we are recording quite late.
Well, I can't help it if you're so busy.
Oh, I'm so busy. Yes. We both are so busy.
Yeah.
This week has been crazy. No, I'm doing all right. I'm tired. I am, yesterday was a bit exhausting. So it was a long day. Yeah. Very long day for multiple reasons. But yeah, I'm doing all right. Had to rewatch the episode just to have it fresh in my mind today because
I barely remember it, but I'm sure we'll chop through somehow.
Yes, we will. There's some great scenes.
Yeah,
some reminiscent scenes, some really good scenes on this week's Discovery.
Well, how was your Thanksgiving?
Oh, it was good. Yeah, we drove up to Massachusetts on Thanksgiving morning, and then went to my brother-in-law's sister's house with a bunch of family, and
that's right.
And it was good. Yeah, Dennis was a huge hit.
As usual.
Yes. So yeah, it was good. Get to spend a couple of days with the kids and my sister, and yeah, it was really good. Had a great talk with my sister when we came back from Thanksgiving. Dennis and my brother-in-law Ed both passed out, and so my sister and I were up drinking and just talking. So,
that's nice.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah, it was really good. So we chatted about everything going on, and yeah, it was good.
Did you two get anything really good for Black Friday?
Oh, so yeah, so you mean the 2-hour trek to Rentham outlets?
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I got some nice jeans, a t-shirt and a sweater. Those were the highlights for me. But Dennis got a new work bag from
I saw
Toomey.
a Toomey work bag, yeah.
And yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was hellish traffic, and
I bet.
I could have found a slightly faster probably way to get there, but really wasn't thinking about it because I do know the area. I just forgot about another way to get there, and by the time I thought of it, which was like, I don't know, 45 minutes into the 2-hour drive. And we're talking a 2-hour drive for like 5 miles.
Oh God.
Like, I mean, it was maybe not 5 miles, but yeah, I mean, yeah, it was probably five, maybe 8 miles away. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. So, but it was good. I mean, we just we chatted and sat in traffic, and it was what it was.
If you didn't have the dog, would you have taken like the Amtrak?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I think we still would have driven up.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I think I mean, clearly riding alone, riding in our little bubble or whatever is still preferable to riding with people.
Sure.
So, in the news today, and it's pretty clear that Omicron I want to call it Unicron, but it's not. That's the Transformers enemy. Omicron, or I don't even know if it's Omicron. Is it Omicron?
I don't know if I think it's Omicron.
Okay.
I don't know.
Anyway, it's already here. I mean, not that we didn't expect it. This is New York City.
Yeah.
I mean, there are hundreds and hundreds of flights that come in here from all over the world every day. So
impossible.
Not surprising that it's already here.
Yeah.
So
totally.
So I'm glad we drove up. It was good. It was a good trip. We came back Saturday night.
Mm-hmm.
So Hamish continues to get sick on the drive up.
Oh my God. I can't. When you were like, he like threw up and pooped in the car, I was like, that's disgusting. I would just have burned down the car and left it. Like, that's gross.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't as bad as we thought it was, or I thought it was, but yeah, it was. But the drive was really smooth. There was like next to no traffic. We left at like 9 o'clock in the morning. Next to no traffic. Got up there about 12:30, 12:45. So it was a pretty smooth ride. But other than Hamish getting sick and there not being really any place to pull over.
Oh God.
Until we got well into Connecticut, into a knot. So yeah.
Ugh.
But it was fine. It was fine.
Oh my God.
So
I really can't have a dog. I can't live with this. I can't. But good for you guys.
So how was your Thanksgiving?
It was all right. I saw my mom. We hung out probably for half a day too long because by the end they were screaming. But it was fine. I definitely did a bit of Black Friday shopping. I'm a total coral junkie. So I bought all this coral. I bought some fish. I did buy like some random stuff on Amazon. I bought a jacket from Zara. So there was that. So yeah, I definitely spent money. It was yes, definitely expenditures happened, but it was good. It was relaxing. It was nice to just have like a good handful of days where I didn't have to think about work. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. But now we're back and it's like it never happened. Yeah. It's like it never happened, and now it's just like waiting for Christmas.
Oh, yes.
You guys have off, right? You have off between Christmas and New Year's?
Yeah, I'm gonna work one day.
Okay.
That's really it between Christmas and New Year's. I've still got 2 personal days to take.
Got it.
So, and those expire.
Have 20. I have like 20 personal days.
Well, no. So these are personal days, not PTOs.
Oh, okay.
So we have sick time, we have personal time, and we have vacation time.
Oh, got it.
So the personal days expire in the year that they're given. So we have 3 personal days a year. So
okay.
So I'm gonna take 2 of those, work one day, and then I have Monday and Friday already off. So
cool.
Yeah.
I guess I'm doing anything?
I don't know.
Oh.
No, I mean Dennis has to work.
Yeah.
So yeah, I will probably just relax and catch up on some reading and watching TV. Relaxing.
Nice. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we have to figure out what we're gonna do for this little podcast through the holidays. I mean, I guess you're gonna be around, right? So we could.
I'll be around, and Discovery is going to keep on going. So,
Oh, that's true. Yep.
We'll figure it out. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We'll work through
See
it.
if
It's not like I'm going anywhere. I stay in mom for a few days, but that's it. So
okay. Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Cool. So we do have some things to talk about. So why don't we get into last week's at this point, last week's Discovery episode, Anomaly.
Hey. Hi, sorry. I just wanted to thank you for your advice, Adira.
It can be hard for them to let others see past how bright they are.
Yeah. You have a very light touch with people. I really admire that.
You do too. Usually.
Yeah. I think you were right about me feeling pressure. Not about the station, but don't get me wrong, that was just unbelievably shitty, but
But this is something bigger?
yeah, like things just don't feel the same way that they used to. Like, I don't know, something's off, or I'm off. I don't know, I was kind of hoping that we could talk about it sometime. Like, talk, like professionally.
Of course. And whatever it is, we'll figure it out together. Hmm?
Okay, that wasn't so hard. Just a little awkward, but not hard.
You did good.
Thank you. I want to go dig into that data.
All right. Go save the world.
Oh, I will.
Cool. So, I barely remember this episode. I mean, I'm sure my memory will jog as we talk about it. But Mike, why don't we start with you? Because that will help me since you actually just rewatched it. What did you think of Anomaly, and what were some of the standouts for you in this episode? I would love to know.
Yeah, I mean, it's I would say that this is one of the most stressful episodes maybe in all of Discovery. I don't know.
What? Really?
Yeah, I felt like it was really stressful.
Oh man.
And it just like things just kept on getting ratcheted up in level, definitely a lot going on here.
So the most stressful episode for me, it's such a random episode, but it stands out to me so well. I don't know how well you remember it. Season 1 episode.
Oh.
Season 1, throwback. Yep. When Michael was on the Klingon ship, remember?
Oh,
and they were jumping, they had to jump around it 133 times.
And,
And you had Admiral Cornwell was there.
Yep.
Vok / whatever. Shazar Latif was there.
Yeah.
But Michael had to duel it out, and then Stamets had to hold on. It was there was a lot going on in that episode. That was fucking stressful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a huge throwback. So that's when you think of stressful, that is.
It was just a lot going on. There's a lot going on, a lot of action. It was similar, I think, to what you're saying. It was just there was a lot of layers of tension happening. The thing is, for me here, I didn't think Book was gonna die or anything. I certainly didn't think so. There were no big.
I mean, I kind of felt like that was a possibility. Not that it would happen, but I felt the possibility, and I think that's what the writers wanted to create. Right? Was this, whether Michael could get through to Book and kind of ground him and bring him back or not.
Interesting.
Felt real. I mean, I really felt like. Yeah, well, so, coming off of last week and just seeing how shell-shocked Book is, and Michael just feeling lost.
Justifiably.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. No doubt about it. His homeworld was destroyed. His nephew and his brother are presumably dead. As most of the people
the Quajonians.
Yes, I was trying to think if we could call them Quajanians. Or no?
Quajanians, the Quajans.
But so there's that, but also Michael doesn't know how to get through to him.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that piece of it. Yeah, there's a lot of conflict. Conflict that, you know, not head-butting conflict, but definitely some like what's she gonna do? She's torn between being a captain and being a partner,
right?
To Book, and you know, I think that it just, you didn't know what was gonna happen. I mean, you put Stamets and Book together, which never happened.
I love that.
That was good.
I love that.
That was really good.
Yes. That was like that was like a Tilly and Mariner kind of situation where it's like we don't know each other at all. Like we never have a
not Tilly. It was
oh my god.
Yes.
It was
Tendi.
Goodness.
Tendi. Ooh,
Ivana.
getting your Star Trek.
I at least remember her first name. Tendi and Mariner. So goodness, Tilly.
It was definitely like that feeling. We have the awesome return of Saru.
Yep.
Mr. Saru, and
Saru,
wow, what a great dynamic Doug Jones and Sonequa and Martin Green have in this episode.
Yeah, she needs him so desperately. Like
we talked about, she didn't really have anyone to balance her out and give her the perspective that she needed to be a better captain. And right away she relies on him, and he, you know, I thought all of that was great.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Michael needed. I felt, you know, it definitely brings more balance to the ship. And then you know, one of my favorite scenes is Tilly and Saru walking down the corridor.
That was a great
very
scene.
Reminiscent of last season when he was talking to her as his first officer.
Mm-hmm.
So it had that very reminiscent feeling, and just her awkwardness with him, and which I just thought it was excellent, just so excellent that scene was just really great. And
I liked how he it was a small gesture, but he put his hand on her back as they entered the turbo lift. It was just nice. It was like, you know, Saru was there to listen and to, you know, say the right things or not say the right things, and just listen and like grant wisdom.
Yeah.
You know, it's like he's so great.
Yeah, he is. He's like he has earned, not that he didn't need to, but he earned that pin that he wears that is venerated elder or whatever it is for Kaminar. And it was just great to have him back. Then we have so the elephant in the room that we haven't talked about is Stamets' joke about being shoved out an airlock.
It was funny. It was like too soon.
It was.
That was really fun.
It was an interesting, just an interesting perspective. So there was some speculation on another podcast that perhaps a book might talk about the first 5 months of this journey, because we're 5 months in,
right,
since the finale, and so maybe there's some more conflict. I think we all expected a ton of conflict between.
I definitely expected more conflict between Michael and Stamets, but I guess they kind of almost addressed it here in some way
with a joke, and
then I feel they're ready to kind of just move on. You know?
Yeah, I mean, we thought that was everyone thought that.
I thought it was gonna be set up for like a major ongoing conflict for this season.
Major drama of this season, and it's,
I feel they kind of decided to just whatever. Fine.
So maybe it'll be covered in a book. Who knows? Not that you need to know that, but it was I guess it was acknowledging the last season, and then we're moving forward, and the awesome and amazing Wilson Cruz and as Dr. Culber had some great scenes.
Culber and Saru were really great in this episode because they basically went around like fixing people,
reassuring people. Reassuring people, being there, listening, guiding, yeah, basically the counselor and the first officer of Discovery, and yeah, thank the gods for them.
So yeah, I think that we touched on like a zillion different things. So maybe we
Yeah.
can to order our thoughts. I think it would be good to maybe look at the episode like from the beginning, like when obviously they're looking at you have the little council at Federation headquarters.
Oh yeah,
right?
right, yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're evaluating the anomaly, and then Book comes in. I don't like he just strolls in. I thought that was interesting because he's not a member of Starfleet, so yes, go in like with everybody else, and it's awkward. But I thought that was
Well, it was awkward because they were about to show the explosion of Quajon.
Right. Quajon getting destroyed,
getting wiped out by this anomaly. So yeah,
And-
but also the president did say that it's for Federation and non-Fed. This briefing was for Federation and non-Federation, so it wasn't too. And obviously he's.
But yeah, like senior people. I guess like Book is the last member of his race potentially, or at least representative. So maybe he gets some clout potentially.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
I did like that scene a lot because I love Miss Navarre, Miss President of Navarre. I'm sure
yes.
I think we
President
get more of
Tarina
her in episode 3, but I love her. So I love that we get a little bit of her, and I love that we get just these shots of these like Federation and non-Federation members. We got our first shot of a Ferengi captain.
Yes,
that's great. That was a great little scene. I'm still a big fan of Miss Federation President. I know you have mixed feelings, but I think she's great.
I do have mixed feelings. But I think it's fine. I think she's doing what she needs to do, and
And I have questions about this anomaly. So it's 5 light years across, but I'm like, okay, great. But going back to even what I was saying last week, I mean, I feel we need to know more about this anomaly because it's like, does it travel faster than light? Because if it doesn't, because that has not been established, if it doesn't travel faster than light, it's like, it's not really a threat. It's going to take forever to go anywhere. Even at the speed of light, actually. Even at the speed of light, it's going to take forever to get anywhere, So I need more information about not only the anomaly, but also the science consultants and what they're doing. But, we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, so the theory, right, was that there are 2 black holes circling one another.
Right.
And they're sort of like proceeding through
the galaxy. Isn't
galaxy.
that unusual, by the way, for 2 black holes to be circling one another? In the galactic scale of things.
Okay. So I mean, that's I assume that the science is that they've gotten some rather solid science behind this somewhat. Maybe. But the thing about that we learn is that, well, twofold. We learn that when they get there to the anomaly, it is only a single black hole.
Or it's one object. It looks like one object.
But they said it's not what they expected. They assumed it was 2 black holes. It's not right now.
Right.
And then at the end, we find that it changes course.
Right.
By some unknown function. So when I watched it again today, I was like, I wonder what Johnson will think about this from a scientific perspective, because clearly it seems scientific, right? They're going to attack it from a scientific perspective, but it no longer seems like a natural phenomenon, like a scientific phenomenon. And so, last year they pulled the storyline from a Ursula Le Guin story. I'm wondering where they're pulling this story idea from, and not that I'm not a well of science fiction, historical, ideas or whatnot. So I'm thinking that this is probably something that has been out there before, maybe not. but I think that we're gonna find that there's some other cause to this anomaly, right?
Probably. I mean, like, I think that it's hard to. The thing is, with just like a scientific mystery, I feel if there's no kind of face behind it, it kind of is. I feel that it only goes so far in terms of the drama and tension it causes, because I think that's what the point. I think that's what they might be pointing to. It's like if it is, it shouldn't just like change direction without any sort of reason.
Right.
You have like weather patterns, right? Like, for example, and there's reason why hurricanes move in a certain direction. There's like, there's natural causes to it. It's predictable to a certain extent.
Right.
Yep. But if it just moves in an unexpected direction, there's probably like cause behind it. Like someone is doing something, So I won't be surprised if at the end of the day, it's like someone's behind it or some entities behind it. Who knows?
Yeah, it brings me, so some ideas came up for me. Like, is this the universe being torn apart by the warp fields that have been generated, and this is a result of that, which would be like a sort of a climate justice perspective from, as always, Star Trek is trying
TNG season 7 days.
Yes, is that it?
What was the name of that episode?
You're the repository of those informations. But
remember.
while you look that up, there's that idea in my head. Like, is this like suddenly did the reintroduction of dilithium and warp suddenly initiate something again that was always bound to happen, which is the collapse of the subspace or whatever it was.
Force of nature.
Force of nature. There you go. So there's that idea in my head. There's also what was the other idea that it came to my mind? So there's that, and what part of me why I think that is because remember in the first episode we get that they're starting to explore other means of traveling the galaxy.
Okay.
So I thought that's a little bit more than a hint. It could be an indication of more to come. Why that? Yeah. So we'll kind of see. I thought I had one other idea about it, but I feel like there's going to be some sort of metaphor or lesson we're gonna try to learn from this.
Yes,
there is some cause to this, right? And
right.
What is the cost of all of this going to be? So
they'll figure out by the end of the season.
But that's also why I felt like the episode had been ratcheting up, with everything through this episode, because it gets quiet towards the end, and then Tilly brings to Saru this new problem, and they're like, we have no idea scientifically why this would be doing this. So there's that whole, we've gone from a five light year long, wide, whatever, phenomenon to something that is even more unexplainable scientifically.
Sure.
So there's that.
Yeah.
So
we'll
I think so we'll see where that kind of takes us.
Yeah. I still think though that if it's not traveling faster than the speed of light, it doesn't really pose a threat to many things. So we'll see. I guess maybe they'll address that. They just need to say it. They just need to say it. Like, oh, it's traveling faster than the speed of light. Then I'll be like, okay, great. Then it's like, I believe it will be a threat.
But I don't think it is, because obviously Discovery is at like a sublight speed. They're not at warp when they're chasing it. So
I don't know, because then it really isn't a threat to many things. I mean, still a problem, but it takes light. But even if it was traveling the speed of light, it would take forever to get anywhere. Like,
so that's a good question. I don't, how is it travel? I mean, it's clearly traveling through space at some speed.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we don't need to go down that rabbit hole. So yes, we get that scene. And then we get back to Discovery, where they are ordered to jump to look at the anomaly and they're like, it's not, what you're saying, it's not two black holes, it's something else. And this is where I think we get a lot of the scenes. This is where we get the setup of the scene with Book and Stamets. And Stamets kind of being in hologram form on Book's ship. And I really liked, just to go back to this point, I really liked how we unpacked their relationship, non-relationship, but also the awkwardness of it. I really did enjoy that. I really found that to be touching when Stamets eventually came to the realization of why he felt awkward with Book, which was that Book was the one to save his family when he couldn't be in that position to do so. I really like that. Because I think Stamets didn't even realize it until he processed it out loud with Book.
Right. Yeah, and Michael had nothing to do with that. I mean, he didn't bring her up. Like, she was not part of this conversation. So it really, I think it took the even more wind out of the sails of their kind of supposed conflict from the end of season 3. So so there's that whole storyline, and then we've got the Adira Gray storyline, which is touched on this new golem that they're
which
going to
is
make.
Kind of like, how are you feeling about the I do want to ask you how you feel about the Adira and Gray storyline. I do want your thoughts on that.
I love the connection to Picard. I know it's
and that was fun.
It's not forced. It's sort of treated very historically.
Right.
Obviously we're talking
and
about
helping. Was just like, some admiral named Picard. Like, he wouldn't know Picard, like he was before Picard. He, most of the experiences before Picard. So all he knows.
And it's interesting because my thought was, what's going to happen when Q changes the timeline, and like how is this going to affect Discovery in the 32nd century? So we'll probably never know. It's probably off scene, or off screen. I'm excited to see what they do with this. I think that this gives this idea of giving Gray a body and transposing his consciousness, which is alive and well in Adira, to them, to this golem, I think is a really interesting storyline about transvisibility, and also the whole idea of like choosing your body and how you want to display it, and all of those issues that frankly I'm not the smartest person about this, but I think it's a great metaphor for that, and I think it's a great way to educate people on transvisibility and that whole topic. So I think it's really good. I also think it's going to be interesting when this all happens, when Adira loses Gray being always there.
Right.
How is that going to impact her, and where are we going to take that storyline? That's going to be interesting, I think, from here. So there's that. I think, I mean, I like this dynamic. I mean, Culber said he was definitely going to do everything he could to give Gray form.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that the nice touch about it too was the whole idea of removing the mole and just being able to choose your own body. I think that's a great example. So we'll see how it kind of plays out. I think it's not going to be fraught. I don't think it's going to be smooth. I think it's going to be fraught with challenges and some good dialogue and good drama. And, I'm interested to see the family of Culber and Stamets and Adira, and bringing Gray to life for them. Because Stamets has never met Gray.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that. Only Saru and Culber have met Gray.
Right.
I guess, oh no, Michael had already left, so Michael has not met Gray at all either.
No, I think only Culber has met Gray, right?
So I guess this Culber and Saru.
Saru, yes, Saru did too. Yes.
So I'm hoping that we won't suffer any like sacrifices of, you know, Gray being sacrificial to help save something towards the end of the season or whatever. I hope that won't happen. I hope
No,
that
I don't think so. I do feel that like for me, I do feel that it felt a little bit to me, it felt like kind of having an aside with Gray and Adira and the Golem felt a little bit forced to me. Like we kind of have to like visit them to see how the progress is going. It felt very, because all the other things are happening felt very connected to this main storyline, whether it is Tilly and Tilly and Adira and their attention. And I loved, by the way, this is another piece of conversation, like Tilly basically almost echoing what we were talking about last week, which is she felt lost. Like, you know, she doesn't know her place. I love that scene, by the way, between her and Culber.
Yeah,
but
I do too. Well, there are two scenes actually, and they're both excellent. But, so there's the one where she's asking for help, and then there's the one where he's advising her after she's snapped at Adira.
Right. Yes.
So, so he does a great job with that. Yeah, I can see that, but I also think that. So I think this gives Adira and Gray a storyline. Tilly's definitely gonna have her own storyline, which I'm super excited to see how that develops. You know, Stamets has committed to Book to figuring this all out, so I think that that's sort of his storyline. Like, how is he going to deliver to Book, sort of to pay back? It's the way that I'm looking at it now is he's going to do everything he can to pay back Book for saving his family. Now that he realizes that, now that the realization and all that has clicked in.
Sure.
So there's that piece, you know, there's Michael and her ongoing tension with the president. There's Saru and his being torn between Kaminar and Starfleet. You know, and then hopefully we'll weave in some other, you know, characters, storylines. You know, I know we haven't.
I think it's fine. I don't disagree that everyone's like kind of on their own journeys. I just felt that for this episode, it felt a little bit disconnected because they did a really great job kind of weaving in everyone else's experiences and their individual journeys to this larger narrative that's happening with this gravitational anomaly and the destruction of Quajon. That's what I'm saying. Obviously, everyone has their own growth areas, blah, blah. It just felt a little bit, as an aside, I would love for it to, you know, eventually weave in more organically. It just felt like, you know, we have like plots A, B, C, D, E, and we have to like visit plot E really quickly to make sure that's, you know, it's like watering the plant, making sure that it's like growing, you know? I do actually think, I'll be honest, I actually think that this storyline is one of the ones that I'm actually least invested in. It's hard for me to say why. Actually, you know, I like Adira, but in terms of Gray, I am not particularly invested in Gray as a character. I don't know if that's because most of the interactions that we have with Gray has just been with Adira, where we see Adira have, you know, just due to nature of who Adira is and who Gray is, have much more connected relationships with everyone else, while Gray definitely at the moment is really, it's almost like they're almost like an accessory to Adira. So yeah, while I appreciate it, particularly from a representation standpoint, I'm not feeling it. It's fine. I'm glad it's there. But I'm actually more invested in Book, who is not really one of my favorite characters. It's fine. I'm more invested in his journey right now because of obviously the larger tie to the larger plot of the season, right? Than Gray's story, which will be fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm sure that to your what you're saying, I'm sure there will be it's probably gonna be, we're probably gonna get some echoes of what Stamets and Culber went through, when Culber came back and like, remember, and then it was awkward because it was like they had a very specific time relationship before, and then Culber died and then came back, and then it was like he had to find himself. I feel there's probably going to be a little bit of that with Gray coming back and, I have a new body, and I'm not tied to just Adira anymore, and he's going to have to find his own place. So
yeah,
we'll
and how that affects Adira, which is actually for me more of an interesting piece of this, is how that's going to affect it, and whether Stamets can kind of guide her through that, having been through that with Culber. But maybe that's going to be the tie between the two of them, and him maybe not doing a great job or not being able to do it at all because he's trying to save the galaxy. So there's, I think that we might see some of old Stamets rear its head a little bit and be a little bit more focused on work than family. And so I think that it's probably going to be it could be a very interesting discussion about finding a balance between work and personal life, work-life balance.
Well, I
again,
feel like Culber's going to be kind of the mother hen figure. While Stamets is off trying to figure out this anomaly situation, Culber's going to be there to make sure that their adoptive family, chosen family, kind of, that he's helping the emotional ups and downs.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. It's going to be, I think it's got potential, and I think you're right. We need to see, Gray is a hard character to be invested in because other than, feeling great about the representation aspect of it, I think that it is one of the characters that we know the least about. It's very tied to Adira.
Right.
We still don't know a lot about Adira.
We'll see where this dynamic between them goes. Even though it's not at least for me, I don't have that emotional investment in what is happening. I agree with you. I'm definitely interested to see where it goes. In the meantime, I think that we get a lot of great scenes with Adira, and Adira making efforts to really impress Tilly. And that I really like those moments where Tilly was just like not having it. Tilly was having a bad day, and Tilly had to also recognize that Adira was kind of like because I think Adira is essentially Tilly season 1 this season.
So I agree that Adira is very much like Tilly of season 1, awkward and trying to find their place in the crew and in the ship. So they're on that journey that we saw Tilly on. We still don't know what Tilly's journey is going to be this season. So, I don't know if she can help them with this eventually after Tilly deals with her own stuff.
Yeah.
Hopefully she'll be able to help Adira adjust and figure this out, as well. So, yeah, I think both of their journeys are going to be an interesting part. But I'm definitely excited about Tilly because I felt like Tilly has been off. Like it's, from that scene that Tilly and Michael had, very brief at Starfleet Academy, that really, to
which
me,
is really just one episode ago, but it really felt off for sure.
Yeah, it felt off, and Tilly is definitely dealing with the repercussions of what happened in the end of season 3. So, but there's something else going on, and I'm very interested in figuring out what, because I what I need. I need Tilly back. Like I
think she's going through it's almost like a quarter life crisis or something. She's probably like what, in her mid-20s, like upper 20s, maybe, right? She's probably just figuring things out. I think Tilly probably came in and she knew she wanted to be on the command track, and she was smart, awkward, but now that she's been kind of recognized for her ability to do shit, now she needs to probably figure out what she wants in some ways. Like, does she want to
Yeah, I
continue
think,
down
you
this
know, that's
path?
certainly, yeah.
She's not the
Yeah.
awkward ensign anymore. She's now a lieutenant, but what does that mean? I'm sure there's like a lot of, a lot of people in their 20s, early 30s go through like existential questions like that.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I think that, yeah, Tilly is sort of the heart of this show in a lot of ways for me, and the emotional heart.
Yeah.
So I really want to see, I want to see her come back and be strong again, and so I actually think that we're seeing the repercussions of season 3 in Tilly now.
Mm-hmm.
Plus what you say, I think, about searching for your purpose and what you want to do. But I think she's also dealing with some recent failures that are probably sort of plaguing her.
This is one thing I do like about Discovery, where, as much as I complain about Discovery, sometimes I do love these more nuanced character development areas where they recognize that certain people just kind of feel this like this sense of like being unsure or even malaise, right? It's a very, like, I think we oftentimes can feel that sense of malaise in our lives, and we just don't know what's next. We don't know where we are, where we stand. And it's a very nuanced thing to kind of feel and talk about, so that's one thing I actually really like, that I feel that's probably what Tilly may be feeling. It's just like trying to figure out where you belong, right? And it's not like you're like completely lost, and it's not like you're in a bad place, right? It's not like an extreme where you're like gung-ho and passionate, or you're like completely like lost. It's kind of like you're kind of just coasting, or you're kind of just, you're going along, right? And I feel that that's almost where Tilly is right now.
Yeah, no, that's a great point. So I'm looking forward to seeing where that goes. Anything else that we can think about for this episode? I mean,
no, yeah, we didn't even talk about like really much the action scenes. I thought that they did. I mean, have you noticed that there are like basically these vents in the back of the bridge that just spew fire? That's like their sole purpose.
I was just about to say that to you. Yes, like I noticed that so many times.
They're just there to like spew fire, and I don't know where the rocks are coming from. I don't know if they also shoot rocks out, but it's like there's like pebbles and rocks and fire, and that's all the vents do.
I actually,
it's a little too much. It's a little like literally. It is like pyrotechnics.
It is
like
it is. Yeah, it's pyrotechnics for the sake of pyrotechnics, and I think. Right. It actually
every time there's like a bump, it's like there's fire. Yep. Right.
Yeah, it's just it's too much, and it's not the right kind of explosions. It just doesn't feel right. Yeah, I really was impressed with obviously the stunt work that was in this episode,
very cool.
Which is really good. But I really felt like the pyrotechnics and the explosions around it were sort of too much extra. It was
so extra. It's
and not really realistic. I mean, you didn't even in Book-Ship. I think that there was a little bit of a level. Well, from the first episode. Well, even from this there wasn't really any crashes in this episode, but they sort of, I thought it was a little bit much when Book revisited the explosion that sent him, when he got up to the planet the moon exploding in front of him, and he got hit, like that whole explosion. Yeah, I think that they're overdoing it on the pyrotechnics this year a little bit too much.
So too much.
And it's not making for me, it's not making it feel any more real. No. It's not contributing to the reality of.
It's not adding to the drama of it. Like,
no, it's not.
It's just.
I think that the losing the gravity, I think that was great. I think that if something's going to explode, or there's got to be a reason for that. Like, things just don't spew fire because you're getting hit by some rocks or a wave. Like
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like they have
So
like too much money to burn, so they're like, let's just put it into like fire and like pebbles or something.
yeah, it's not really adding a lot for me. Yeah, I was actually distracted by that and not impressed. I thought it actually took me out of the story. Like it made me believe that they were on a set and not actually like experiencing this in space. Like it just felt too.
It's too much.
Yeah, it was too much.
To,
So yeah, I totally wanted to bring that up. Yeah, when you mentioned the action sequences, I mean, the stunt work is amazing, but the explosions are too much for sure. Yep. So there's that. What other action sequences are there? I mean, that's primarily the bridge, a lot of bridge action sequences, and also one of the things other than the bridge scene, really, we've been looking at this for a while, are these intimate scenes with two characters, and I think that we're really seeing that as being part of the COVID experience of filming.
Good point. That's interesting.
So there's a ton of two people scenes, and that's it. Not even a lot of background, no background actors really. Maybe one, but not a lot of background actors, and a lot more.
I think the scene with the most people would be that council scene when they have that meeting.
Yep. Yeah, but all spread out, which is obvious, and who knows how many people were in that filming at a time.
Sure.
Digitally
inserted, who knows.
Well, it just cut appropriately, and then and digitally put together, whatever it is. But it's I think we're seeing. I'm liking these two people scenes, like the Saru and Michael scenes are really great. The Michael and Book scenes are great. The Tilly and Saru, like Culber and Tilly with Adira, or Adira and Culber, like everything is two people scenes, and I think that. And then I've been paying more attention to the overhead announcements in Discovery.
Oh yeah, I've been noticing that too.
Yeah,
so
they've
funny.
been doing that like a lot more
this season for some reason.
Yeah, I think it's to create that feeling. They can't create that feeling with people in the background, so they have to. That's the way that they're creating the idea that this is a living, breathing ship with characters on it. I think
there's one about like, there's security drills or something. I don't even remember.
There was some interesting kind of, I don't know, odd announcements. A security briefing in 5 minutes or something.
Something like that.
Totally
been noticing that.
Yeah, so I mean, while I like the two people scenes, I think that I think the stuff that we're seeing it's different. It's a different experience. Obviously, we've heard that from the actors. So at Star Trek Las Vegas and in interviews. So I mean, it's the number one question that everyone is asking in interviews is, what was it like filming? And so we know that it's no longer new news, and I hope that any future remind me if we ever get to interview someone about season 4 that I don't ask that question.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's clear that there are a lot of protocols in place, rightfully so. But
they're doing a good job. I mean, I'm not distracted by that. I mean, I'm enjoying, like you're saying, I'm enjoying some of these more intimate scenes because we're getting a lot of really great conversations out of it. So I'm there for it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
We also get like Bryce has like a moment. Like I'm like,
Bryce, he does.
Yeah,
yay for Bryce. Yes. He actually got to give on Instagram. He got to he gives it obviously in the show, but then the Star Trek logs Instagram, he actually got to do a personal log about sharing that experience.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so hopefully we'll get to see more of Reese and Awoshika.
We see that every year. Like it's like every year we're like, hopefully we'll get like a little bit more of the rest of the senior staff. Like
I mean,
it's like it comes in drips and drabs, but
I hope we get more. I mean, it's a hope. I mean, so far we haven't really been delivered on that too much.
Well, we got Reese in the captain's chair for like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
so that was cool.
Yeah.
Bryce got a moment in episode 2. Maybe each episode, though, someone Like everyone will get a moment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So yeah, I mean those are, that's a lot to talk about for this episode.
yeah.
Stakes
But yeah,
are
I think we went through most of it.
Yeah,
What else
stakes
are
are even
there?
higher by the end, and yeah, which is, when you think about it, like, gosh, this crew needs a vacation
No,
already.
I know.
Um,
They need a break. All right. Well, I think that does it for Anomaly. So why don't we move on to, we have more to talk about. So why don't we move on to some off topic?
Sounds good. So why don't you start this one? Since you have your list of television shows that you've been watching and other things.
Wow. I mean, I feel it's been a while since we talked about off topic. I mean,
Yeah.
there's a lot since last time we spoke. I finished the morning show and Foundation, neither of which you watched, right? So
I did not. I barely have time to watch what we do have and adding.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
But I'm intrigued more and more about Foundation. I have not heard anything about the Invasion series.
Oh my God, don't bother. It's bad. I mean, I watched I think we talked about it I watched the first 3 episodes and it
Right.
was so slow. It's like, where are the aliens? Like we had
Yeah.
some glimpses and then I read reviews where they were like, the whole season's like this. I was like, I can't do this. I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't have
it's
the
been
patience.
pretty quiet on that front.
Foundation
but
starts out a little slow, but it totally pays off at the end. It's excellent.
Okay.
I really liked it.
I think Foundation's really the only one. I mean, other than I did, Morning Show and Foundation would probably be the only reasons to do that. Maybe over the Christmas holiday if I'm, caught up in everything else. That, of course, we have, stuff coming out right around
Is there
Christmas
anything else
too.
on Apple TV? Because I might pause my subscription. I'm not sure there's anything else noteworthy coming up.
Yeah, not that I've heard. No. So,
well, there's that then. And I started watching Succession because all my friends are like, Johnson, you're not watching Succession. So I started watching Succession and I like it. It's one of those shows where you kind of dislike everyone. So I'm going to have to I don't know, figure out what I'm cheering for. But it's good. I mean, it's HBO. It's high quality. You can see the dollar signs. It's an expensive show. You can tell, and great actors. Brian Cox is amazing. I love Brian Cox. But everyone's unlikable. This is the problem. This is the only thing. Everyone's unlikable. So I don't know.
Well, that's hard. Yeah, I can't get into a show if I can't like a character.
You're not sure. Yeah, there's no one to cheer for. So.
Yeah.
And as we've talked about, I am watching Cowboy Bebop, the live action version. I am, as I've said to you, I am crawling through that show. I pause and then I'll do something else. And then it pauses for so long that Netflix just decides, oh, you're not watching it anymore. And it'll just turn off because I cast it with Chromecast. So
okay, I see.
It would just revert to my screensaver or whatever.
Whereas I watched it in 2 days and loved it, and then started it again last week.
Yeah, I am appreciating it. I like the there's definitely a lot of parallels to the anime, which I enjoy. It's a little woke. It's a little more woke than obviously anime is, given that it's 20 years after the anime.
Yeah.
And we both notice the same Star Trek Easter egg.
Yes.
Which is really funny. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is about Cowboy Bebop that is not it's not drawing me in as much as it has for you. But at the same time, I didn't even love the anime. The anime I enjoyed, but it's not an anime that I would be like, oh my God, it's my favorite anime of all time. So I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I have 3 episodes left. It's it's good.
Yeah, I mean, I think you already know that it's going to be different
Oh yeah,
than the anime, how that
for sure.
plays out. So yeah, I can't wait to hear your thoughts as a 10 season arc of this show. But I have
Episode.
I loved it. I thought visually it was stunning. The storyline, we've talked a little bit about this. I don't really like the actor who plays Vicious.
Mm-hmm.
I and the reason why I don't like Vicious in this, whereas I thought, and you have different thoughts on Vicious versus I do, but
Mm-hmm.
but your points are valid. But I think for me, it's too Clive Owen-y, Owen-y, like why?
I know. Yes, I understand.
Yes. He's just too much like a young Clive Owen, and you know what? I'm just tired of Clive Owen being the bad guy all the time. And
Interesting.
but yeah, I just also don't really. They make a point to try to have a lot of Asian actors in this, which I think is important.
Mm-hmm.
But then the major villain of the show is not. And have you? I'm trying to think where you are in the story. Have you seen the elders, and have have the elders taken off their mask?
No,
Okay.
not yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
okay. All
It's
right.
okay.
So there's that coming up that you'll be really excited about once you
Okay.
see what happens. But yeah, I really feel disappointed in the casting of Vicious, and you feel disappointed because he's not really as for lack of a better word, cool, cool.
No. Yeah, Vicious in anime is definitely like a cool character. Like I said, he's like enigmatic,
Yes.
but he's very like he keeps his cool. That's
Yes.
the thing.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, this Vicious just goes off the handle,
Yes.
right?
He does.
Like,
yeah.
which is a very different depiction of Vicious.
Which is why I have a problem with him, but I also just don't like the.
He's more he's like a cartoony villain. This is the problem. He's very like he's cartoonish versus the anime character, while being cartoon, is very mysterious, and he's, if anything, he's very under the radar. Like he's not the over the top kind of guy. He's ruthless, but he never loses his cool.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the
That's
thing.
true.
So,
yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's.
Meanwhile, this bitch just like chews the scenery to death.
Yes, he does. That's for sure. Yeah. So there's that. But I really like Jet. I like
Jet's great.
I do like John Cho as
I can appreciate. Yeah, I wasn't sure about John Cho. Obviously, I voiced that my thoughts about John Cho, but he's not. The thing about John Cho is that he's not trying to be Spike I don't think he's trying to be exactly like Spike in the anime. He's like, it's his own take on Spike. And it's kind of more human Spike. And I'm fine with it.
Yeah, I am too. And John Cho looks amazing physically.
Yeah, he looks good.
He's super slimmed down for this role and is ripped. And but also slimmed down. Like, not that he was ever a big guy, but
no, but I mean that's actually good. I mean, Spike in the anime, he's not like ripped either. He's just very lean. He's lean and live.
Super lean. Yeah,
he's like more live than like and he's agile than like big and bulky. So I thought that he fits the role physically.
And I don't really like the storyline of the other big villain in this, which I can't think of his name. The Le Fool or the Fool, I don't know. It's French.
Which one is this? I don't know.
The French guy that with a white painted face.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. All right. So you'll see.
I mean, I'm down to the last 3 episodes. I don't know who you're talking about. I mean,
yeah, no. So they haven't. I forget. He comes in later in the season for sure.
Okay.
But it's the guy that floats and is super violent in the anime and is beats the crap out of Spike so many times, and he has a shield, like you can't get through, you can't shoot him because he's got this shield that protects. I mean, yeah.
I don't even recall his character in anime. Whatever. I'll get there.
Yeah, he's a pretty major character in like I think 2 episodes of the anime, maybe just one even, but I think it was more like 2. Yeah, so you'll see it. I think once you finish it, you'll know what I'm talking about. But
Okay.
I wasn't super pleased with how they depicted that whole storyline.
Okay.
So yeah. And there's more to so once you finish it, we'll have a lot more to talk about.
Okay.
But anyway, so that's Cowboy Bebop. Anything else you're really watching?
I mean, it's that and like I think it's mostly that and my fish tanks.
Yeah,
for the
right.
most part. I'm trying to think what else I'm watching. I want to watch. There's some stuff on there's some stuff on Netflix I want to watch. I do want to watch some anime on Netflix. But you may like there's like this there's this anime series called Arcane. I don't know if you heard about it. It's like
I've heard of it, yeah.
It's like a League of Legends anime. It's supposed to be amazing. So that is on my list. And then obviously The Expanse is right around the corner.
Yes, it is.
It
not
comes out in
too
like a
far
week.
away.
Yeah, it's soon.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
I think. Yeah. So that's definitely coming up. Yeah.
Last season. So I'm very excited for that. But yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else are you watching other than rewatching Cowboy Bebop?
Well, I am so we finished the Great British Bakeoff, which was
of course. Everyone is talking about that too.
Yeah, and it was a
it.
shocking finale. I mean, it was literally the best cooks that they've probably ever had in a finale, to be honest. And yeah, it was a shocking finale. I don't want to ruin it for anyone who hasn't watched it yet, although, you know, it was clear. I mean, it broadcast on Tuesday before Thanksgiving in the UK. And so I had to totally avoid any spoilers or anything and then we watched it, I think, Friday night after we got back to the hotel.
Oh my God. So funny. Is it on Netflix or is it on BritBox?
It's on Netflix.
Okay.
But there's a definite delay, and I was really hoping that they were going to put it on Wednesday before Thanksgiving, which I think would have been a good idea, but they didn't. So there's that. I'm in my Netflix queue. I've got to finish season 3 of Sex Education. I did start watching this Korean show called Sisyphus. I watched.
Yeah, you talked about that. Sex Education is amazing. Oh my God.
I haven't really gotten back to that. It's like 15 episodes, and and they're like an hour long plus each, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
So there's that. I mean, so we've also got Sex and the City coming back.
Yes. Are you gonna watch that?
Yeah, I am. Yeah. I saw the
very
full
excited
trailer
for just like that. I'm very excited for it.
I mean, I'm excited. I love Sarah Jessica Parker, so I'm excited to see it. From that perspective, yeah, it'll be interesting. There's The Expanse coming out. There's the Book of Boba Fett, which is coming out at the end of the month.
Right.
So much, yeah. And probably stuff I'm forgetting. I mean, I'm trying to think if anything else in HBO's
shit. There's so much shit.
Yeah, I mean, I have been watching on occasion. I'm rewatching Young Justice on HBO.
Oh wow! Okay, all right.
I'm reinvested in that. But I watched
the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, there's 4 seasons.
When it was on Cartoon Network, I think.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has to be like one of like the longest running shows with the fewest seasons. It's taken so long to get to season 4. It's just
and I couldn't figure out where I left off, so I started all over just to get the whole storyline. And so there's that. Yeah, I haven't been watching a lot of Prime right now, but that's I for nostalgia on one day off that I had, I watched an episode of Space 1999 just to see, because I'd never watched it. It's a 70s sci-fi show.
I was like, I don't know what that is.
But The Expanse is coming back. I'm ready for that. I think I need to like go back and maybe watch the last couple of episodes of season
Oh
5.
my God. It's like riveting.
Yeah, it was I think maybe the last 2 or 3 episodes of season 5 will be a good prep
Oh
for
my
that.
God. Riveting
Uh,
/ harrowing.
and
With Naomi.
and
With
I
Naomi.
also
Oh my God.
yes. Oh, with Naomi, yes. Wow.
That
Yeah.
was intense.
And then I haven't watched, there's nothing really on Disney except Hawkeye, which I have not yet watched, and I
I
need
have
to watch
not
that.
watched Hawkeye. You said it's getting good reviews, right? I haven't even like I
I've
mentioned
seen,
I was
yeah,
interested.
I've seen the, people are saying it's really good, but I have not watched it yet.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
yeah, so there's that, and other than Boba Fett coming back, or not coming back, but
Coming out.
that'll be great.
Yeah.
Some more Star Wars stuff there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's primarily, and then I'm finishing this the trilogy of Neil Schusterman's Arc of the Skies.
Oh, I'm
And-
watching Wheel of Time. I forgot about that.
Oh
Time.
yeah.
Totally
I have
forgot.
not started that either. How are you liking that or no?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm liking it. The first, I think it premiered with like 2 episodes. I don't remember, which were good. It was like very much like set up, and then the last episode from last Friday, was very good. I was like, ooh, excellent. So yeah, I'm liking it.
Did you read it? I forget. Did you read the books or no?
7 books out of 14, and then I stopped.
Okay. So do you remember the books at all, or?
I remember some elements of the books. Yes, as I'm watching this, some of the plot pieces are coming back. Yeah, it's good. I mean, we can talk about it. You are gonna watch it, right? You're probably gonna watch it.
Yeah, I'll probably watch it over the Christmas.
Yeah, no, it's good. I have notes.
Of
as
course.
I do, but overall, I'm enjoying it.
All right, cool.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we're not going to talk about it this week, but we are going to talk. Maybe next week we'll talk about it if we can schedule this a little bit better, if our schedules align to record. But Coda Book 2, you finished over Thanksgiving, so we can finally talk about that. And Book 3 is already out, and I've started listening to that.
Oh my God.
So that is we'll definitely be talking about that
on the list
maybe next week, and then you have to get started reading Book 3.
Oh my God, I do. It's a lot. It's like homework.
Did you ever read, speaking of reading, did you ever read Foundation? Did you ever read Foundation, the book?
No, I never read it.
Yeah. Part of me wants to sort of read that before I watch the series. It's
very different from what I hear, because honestly, Isaac Asimov is kind of a dry writer.
Yes, I would agree with that.
He's very like cerebral, obviously.
Yes.
So they pump up the action in the show.
Of course.
But I think they actually add a lot of really cool concepts. We can talk about it after you watch it. But there's a few things in there that I'm like, this is actually really, really interesting sci-fi, which weren't in the books from what I know, even though I didn't read them. So, I think it takes basically some of the tenets of the books and that plays on it. So it's more it's not a straight adaptation. It's more inspired by, I guess.
Okay.
Which is fine. I'm fine with it. There are some like Asimov purists out there that I'm like, I think this is actually pretty cool. So
all right, cool. And then I'm also watching Doctor Who, or Dennis and I watched Doctor Who, and so we've watched the first 5 episodes and this Sunday is the finale of this season.
Is it also Jodie Whittaker's last?
So this is her last full series, and then she's doing a New Year's special, a Easter special, and then a 100 years of BBC special in
Oh my
next
God.
October, and that's when she's leaving the show officially.
Oh God. I don't sometimes it's like Doctor Who. I never understood the scheduling. They're like sometimes it's like
Yeah,
so spread out. It's
the one
like,
thing about this Flux thing, this Flux series of 6 episodes is that they've tied it into the timing of the show. So the first episode fell on Halloween, so it's called the Halloween Apocalypse. The date, this Sunday's date, November 22nd or 23rd's episode was also part of the episode that it was on, and then
okay.
December 5th, which is the finale, has come up in the story as well. So
Oh, interesting.
it's interesting how
That's
they weave that in. But you also see the same thing that's sort of happening with Discovery, is that the scenes are smaller, with fewer actors. So you can kind of recognize that they were filming in COVID times too, if you're paying attention.
Interesting.
Which sort of ups the drama. But it's building to this crazy place right now I don't know how they're gonna land this plane in 1 hour. I don't know how they're gonna do it. Or land it enough that you don't feel like you're gypped.
Oh, interesting.
Because they do have a New Year's special, so that's only obviously less than a month away now. So
Yeah.
To wrap that up, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But it's been an interesting, crazy, very different season of Doctor Who, and I like it in a lot of ways. I don't like how hard it is to watch it, though. Let's just say that.
Why?
So, you need cable to watch BBC America.
Right.
I didn't feel like paying for AMC Plus, even though I think it's like $1.99. I like just for one show. I mean, I guess I could have. It's just annoying that it's on some 17th ranked, rated streaming service.
Right.
That's been my frustration this year. I thought it was going to be on HBO like the same day. It's not.
Oh.
So,
that's annoying.
Yeah, so it's been a little bit more challenging to watch than I would have liked.
Yeah.
But
well, why make it so hard to watch?
Don't know. I mean, BBC has always been very strange about how they send out things, and it's just So, but that may change with future seasons because I think they're working on new distribution deals, and I think Russell T Davies, who brought the series back in 2005, is coming back to run the show again.
Okay.
And bringing the productions company that did the first couple of seasons back into the fold. So
got it.
So I think it'll and he also plans to sort of build like a Star Trek type multiverse of different shows. Probably they had Torchwood and
that was a while ago.
So I think there's this desire to create a more.
I loved Children of Earth, that miniseries.
Yeah, that was a phenomenal miniseries.
That was excellent.
Yeah.
What was Miracle Day? That was terrible. I did not like Miracle Day. Do you remember that one?
Yeah, that's
when no one could die. Ugh.
Yeah.
It dragged so much. Like Children of Earth was like 6 episodes. It was tight.
It was 5. It was Monday through Friday, and they showed it as 5. 5 episodes. They showed it Monday through Friday, 1 week, and it built on
so good. So good.
It was intense, and Peter Capaldi was in it, who later became the Doctor.
Yes, that was very confusing. Like he's
so
in
if you
it.
Go back and watch it. You're like, that's the Doctor, and
Yeah.
no, this was before he was the Doctor. So it's that was a phenomenal series. I think I've watched it recently, probably in the last couple of years. Yeah, may have tracked it.
I think it holds up. It's excellent.
Yeah, for sure.
Anyway, oh God. Okay. We've talked a lot. Do you want to talk a little bit about our sponsor?
Of course I do. Fansets is our exclusive sponsor of Deep Space Pride and the Trek Geeks podcast network. And, this month, actually yesterday, the December 1st releases came out, and we have Lower Decks versions of Deanna and Riker. Troy and Riker came out this week, so that's really exciting. Plus a bunch of other pins in other series, but those are the Star Trek releases for the first. But we appreciate the quality and the customer service that Fansets just delivers every single time. They're a great group of people. Lou and John and the whole team at Fansets do an incredible job of creating amazing pins. And if you head on over to Fansets, put a bunch of pins in your cart. If you spend more than $30 on pins, you're going to get free shipping in the US. And if you put the code DSPRIDE, all in caps, in there, you'll get 10% off your order. So we want to give a huge thank you to Fansets for sponsoring Deep Space Pride and the Trek Geeks Podcast Network.
Thanks, Fansets. Cool. All right. Finally, we are more or less done with this episode. So for those of you that want to reach us, we are around. We would love to hear from you. You can touch base with us on socials, on Twitter, Instagram, at Deep Space Pride, or you can email us at deepspacepride@gmail.com.
All right. Cool.
Cool. All right. Well, that does it for this late night, Thursday night recording of this episode. I'm sure we'll be talking again soon, Mike. And in the meantime, for all you listeners, thanks for joining us, and we will see you soon.
Have a great week, everyone.
Bye.
Deep Space Pride is a production of Coconut Media Works. Executive producers Bill Smith and Dan Davidson. For more great Star Trek discussion, discover the other shows of the Trek Geeks Podcast Network at trekgeeks.com, or find us in Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcast app.
Coconut.